Thank you, Sitecore User Group Pune for giving us the opportunity to showcase the Sitecore XM Cloud form, practically what we have done. And good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about powerful feature of Sitecore XM Cloud, that is Sitecore XM Cloud Form. This session is focused on how form are evolving in Sitecore cloud native world of Sitecore and offering Sitecore developer and marketer a modern and flexible way to create a form and getting the user input, and how we can connect with the external system also. That also we will explain in this session. Okay, let's begin. Let me introduce myself. I am Basundhra Kumari, a senior Sitecore developer at Merkle with 9 years of experience. And I'm basically based on Bangalore. And I'm actively, writing a blog and also active on community through LinkedIn and a Sitecore Stack Exchange. My co-representative is Namita Roy, who is also she is also having decade of experience in Sitecore, and she is based on Noida, and she equally passionate about sharing Sitecore knowledge via blog and forum. We both work closely on XM Cloud project, and we excited to share our learning with you guys. I'm moving into the next slide. Let's talk about agenda. So what we are going to cover today. First, we will introduce what is Sitecore XM Cloud and why we should use it. And then we will explore what is Sitecore XM Cloud Form and what are the feature, architecture, and how we can use them. We will go through the form creation process. As I said, Namita will show you the practically how we can create the form, and then we'll understand the activation rule and all, and we'll also look into the best practices. And finally, we can have a Q&A session. Let's move to the next slide. So, what is XM Cloud and introduction about the Sitecore XM Cloud? So, Sitecore XM Cloud is basically Sitecore SaaS-based CMS platform. So, it is a cloud native. It means you don't need to normal Sitecore. How you will do? You will install Sitecore instance and then. But it is, as I said, it is a SaaS model. So, Sitecore will take care everything. You just need to log in and like infrastructure and all Sitecore will take care. You just need to work on it. So installation and all we can skip here, as it is a software as a model, and it uses basically headless first and decouple architecture, which allow developer to use a framework like React Next for front end development. And XM Cloud basically built for composability, so it can integrate naturally with tools like Vercel, Sitecore personalization, and CDP. So basically, the idea is you just focus on building the experiences and not maintaining server and upgrade things. So we can concentrate on building the form and all of that. Let me introduce about feature of Sitecore XM Cloud. So Sitecore, as I said, Sitecore is a SaaS based platform, CMS platform. So we'll explain the feature of within a Sitecore XM Cloud. We have a Sitecore XM Cloud form. So we'll explain what is a Sitecore XM Cloud form. So Sitecore XM Cloud form is basically a built-in form, and that it comes with Sitecore XM Cloud platform, and it will enable content author and marketer to create a dynamic responsive form directly in XM Cloud interface. So without needing a developer, suppose you are a non-Sitecore developer, and you just we can guide you how you can drag and drop and create a form. It will be easy for non-developer also to create a form. without having any code base and all. So it's basically a modern design for rapid creation and development of form for headless front end. And basically, this will eliminate the need of custom implementation and a custom code and all. That will be in most of the cases it will get eliminated. So without coding, you can just drag and drop and you can create a form. Feature of Sitecore XM Cloud. We have some powerful feature within our Sitecore XM Cloud form. So as I said, it has a drag and drop feature. So basically, in real time, so what you see is what you get. Editor, it will allow you to drag and drop form element visually, and you can reuse template and fields and save the time and enforce the consistency. That we will explain in the demo also, how we can reuse and reuse the field and template. We like Sitecore XM Cloud form also support a multi-step form, which means suppose we have a kind of a contact address, all these things. So this we can create a small form, and you can make a bigger form. So, and because the address and contact and all this information can be available in multiple places, so you can reuse it. A multi-step form is supported. So, and also we have a built-in validation API integration feature over here. So it will let you connect your form to CRM analytics or any backend system. We also need like JSS version. This is also important. So we need a JSS version 21.6 or later in this uh, to support rendering and all. Sitecore XM Cloud architecture. So we'll have a look into the one second. So as I said, Form Builder, as it is written over there, so Form Builder UI is a visual design for XM Cloud. Uh, like as I say in the earlier slide also, what you see is what you edit, what you see. This is what you get. So what editor will see as a visual tool in XM Cloud, the front end user uses React and Next.js to render form dynamically through a JSON-based schema. And when users submit a form through the API gateway, which it will route securely, and then you can submit a form and send to the external system like CRM and Webhook. So it will make your form flexible and suitable and composable architecture. So basically, the architecture of XM Cloud Form is like you can drag and drop a form through visually, and then a front end as I said, it is a headless architecture. So front end component like React and Next, whatever you want to use, you can use it, and then JSON based schema will be ready in behind, and then through for the form submission, you can use the API gateway, and it will uh, on a click, you just need to give a API URL, and it will save into the external system via webhook. Let's go to the next slide. Customization and extendability of XM Cloud Form. So XM Cloud Form supports customization also. So create a what you can do is create a custom field component. Like suppose you want a customization and any custom field component that you can create using React or Next, and you can hook into form lifecycle event to add a business logic, and you can use a webhook and API to send the data anywhere, wherever is an external system. This way, form can be, both no code for marketer and fully extendable for a dev team. I'll go to the next slide. We have a form dashboard screenshot. If you can see, we have a form over here. In this form, if you will go inside it, you can see the items. Inside the item, we have multiple fields, multiple feature, which Namita will show you in her demo. And this button, email, or everything is inbuilt over there. Okay, form workflow. How form workflow will work is basically you just create a form, and you can design your form by adding layout fields and styling, and then you can add your webhook, and you can configure a form setting like for form submit action, and suppose on the submit of form you want to show some action like success messages. If form is getting not success, then submitted not successfully, then error message. So this you can configure within that, and then you can activate the form. So it is very important, like how you are activating the form. Suppose you once your form is activated, you cannot delete it after the activation. Okay. So, however, you can still change its design and other settings such as webhook, for example. But you can archive it. Suppose your form is activated, okay, and but that form is we don't want to use now. There's no use of that form. So what you can do is you can archive it, but the once the form is activated, within that you will not able to delete it. Practices is like avoid building fully custom form unless your requirement, because cannot see if it cannot handle through the site code form, and then you can do your customization. If it is out of the box, you can build the form and all the features are available. Try to build that only, because um, a site correction cloud is giving us multiple features. So in most of the cases, customization is not needed. But if needed, it is must needed, then you can do the customization. And you can break down a complex form into modular reusable component. Like as I explained earlier, also like contact info, address block, and feedback. All these can be reusable. So you can break down into the smaller, and then you can use at multiple forms. And you can have a validation on client and server side. These are the best practices. And you can protect the form against spam. So you can use a reCAPTCHA, and you ensure the accessibility. Also, suppose if it's a button and it should be blue color. It is not your form is white color and button is white color, so it will not be um, uh, it will kind of throw an error and give you an warning message. This is not ensure the accessibility. So all these things you can keep in mind. All these are best practices to create a site correction cloud form. Now it's time for demo. Namita will share her screen and show you how, considering the best practices to create a form, and what and all things we can, and what and all fields, most of the fields we'll try to cover in this demo. Namita, over to you. Hi, Namita. Mm.
Uh, so is my screen visible? Sitecore Cloud Portal screen?
Yes, yes, Namita.
Yeah. So I'll start the demo. This is the screen for our Sitecore Cloud Portal. And for to navigate to the form, first to select your app environment. And here with all the other options of our XM Cloud, we have a form as well. I'll click on the form. And you land into the form dashboard screen, which gives you the tabular format of all the forms that you have created so far, and its status, archived, non-archived. You can filter out from here itself, even based on the status, draft, active, or it's in progress. You can filter it from here. You can even say search by the exact name of form, label, and you will see for the active forms you are not seeing the delete option, but I have a one draft form. You can delete if any form is in draft state, you can delete it, but once it's active you won't be able to get, you won't get the option to delete itself. Also, here you have a form, and you have the option to duplicate this form, and on top of it you can reuse some other existing form, and top of it you can develop it. From here itself you can copy your form to another environment. So currently I'm on dev. If I want to copy it to another environment, I can do it from here directly. And also we have some bulk options available. So like I just select you can just select multiple form, and together you can move it to another environment, add label to them. If you want or some draft form to get deleted together, you can use this bulk options. Now I'll try to create a new form. Trying to create a basic inquiry form. So here, uh, it takes you to a canvas where if Sitecore XM Cloud is giving us some predefined set of already developed form as well. You can just select it, and you just have to update some of the settings, and it will be available for use. I'm moving back, and we will create a new form. So for that, first you will have to decide one layout. I am selecting the full page layout. Once you have decided the layout, you move to the items where you have, all the options that you can just drag and drop and create your form. So one short text field I am creating for name. I will add one phone number field, an email field, and one, long text field to just describe your issue. For reCAPTCHA also, you can just add here and it will be available. Now, once you uh, uh, moving, if you will scroll down, there are some basic field where you will find a text field. This you can use, for the your title option. Now, when you select each of the field, in the right hand side, you will get a section where you can change its settings. Starting from the the styling things also you can update here for your form fields. Then comes the name, which will be used in your server side logic as well. As and when you update it here, over here, it gets reflected in your canvas. We have a help text also have over here, but if you want to, not you don't want to use it, if you will scroll down, you will get an option. You can hide the help text as well. if you want some pre-filled value you want to add, you can add it from here. Also, some of the client side validation, you don't have to write anything extra for that. You just have to enable it from here. So, for example, we have this required field. You just check here, and this becomes the required field now. Also, some pattern, if you want to restrict the user, you can add the regex pattern over here. You can mention your character limit, any padding you want to add to compare to, I mean, any spacing you want to add with respect to some other field, you can add it here. Styling wise also, it is giving option for field level styling, label level styling, and placeholder styling. Different for these three type of text, you can change the styling. We have this autocomplete field as well, where so this autocomplete works with respect to your browser history. From here, you need to select which field you want. I mean, which field you want your current field to get mapped from the your history values. So I'm selecting the first thing for now. For phone email, I'm not changing anything. Now, one more feature is that, for example, I did some settings on the name field. I mean, I have disabled help text, I added the placeholder text, I updated some setting as well. And this name, phone, email field are kind of field, this is some field which you keep on reusing in whatever forms you create. So you can even save this form. So here we have a save button. Just save it, and there is a section below basic save items, and it gets start appearing over here. So from next time when you want, if you are developing a form, you can just drag and drop your name field here, and you don't even have to update these settings that we did at the right side, and we just can reuse from there. Now my basic form is ready, and I will add you can even add your social media links. I am adding it before the button. So once you have added it here you don't have to do anything. It gives you all the three field URL. I mean, it configured the social media panel over here, and you just have to just add the URLs of your social media, and it's done for this section. And I am adding the summary page. So for the summary page, all the fields it will pick from the first page of the form. But you can, you can update the title of the form. Now this is the basic settings that we have done. As we are on this form itself, I want to show you one feature of XM Cloud form, which it checks the accessibility on its own. Um, for example, I am removing the label from here. Okay, so now the front end user won't be able to target, I mean, what kind of information, what it is asking for properly. So here, if you will see the warning message, it has started showing. And in the warning message, even if you will, it is showing that there is some issue regarding the label. And in the drop down, if you will see, you can directly target, clicking on this, you can target it where it's missing, and you can add the name label, and you can fix it. So other all the accessibility issue it tracks on its own. Is some color issue, contrast issue, blur things, anything, any button, you styling any styling you applied and it is blurring the your button or any label, it will automatically show you in the accessibility warning over here. So now the basic form setting we have done. I will save and exit. Well, in the panel over here also only at the top panel we have a preview button where you can preview how your form will look, in your tablet view or in your mobile view, and you can any settings or any setting styling change you can do for that. Now for the XM Cloud form, to capture the submitted form data, we have a webhook. In the top panel, we have second option is for the webhook. Now it will give you the tabular form of all the webhooks that you have added. And the here you if you have any API configuration and you just want to pass your form data to the API, you can select it over. You can select that option name and URL. You can add header or API key, which your your backend API which is expecting. You can configure from here. There are multiple options for that. Some You can even add the basic password secured URL to pass your data. I haven't developed anything for the, I have a backend API, but I am currently for the demo purpose, I am using the webhook site. This is the URL, and in one of the webhook, I have configured that. I have configured this webhook URL. So my all the data, this is just for the demo purpose. Um, Now, once you are done with, you have selected what webhook you want to configure with your form. Going to the settings. Now in the settings, you can update your form name from here. And from here, we have to select our webhook. And here you can even configure if you want to restrict it to some limited sites, you can update it from here. And now, XM Cloud Form gives you option how you want to proceed once your form is submitted. You can show non-message. It will just stay idle on that form page. You can show the message at the bottom of the form. You can now, on the success, you can even redirect to a different URL, which after that, which make show you the some success icon, or it may take you to the logged in page like that. I am using the default success message where just the simple messages are showing. Now from here, as every settings are done, I will just save and activate the form. It even shows you the warning message because once activated, you won't be able to clear it. Now we will see my form is active and I am not seeing the delete option also from here. Now my form is ready. I want to use it in a page. I'll move to the page builder. Just add your new page, and even in existing page, you have to use that form. So if you will move to you have to move to the component builder. Here, there is a separate section for form where all the active form will be visible here. Our inquiry form is now visible here. You just have to drag and drop, publish it, and you are ready to use this form. Or just for the I have added validation only for the name field. So it is showing me that the form is a required field. And if any, some wrong number you are entering for the India, it will show you that the form, it is not matching the country code. You don't have to, any extra GS code, we don't have to write for the phone number field. Same for the email field. Will throw that validation message. This is my preview page. This is the summary page, and any changes you want to do, it has already added the edit button as well. You can move back, you can edit your form, and again, now it is showing that it has submitted the form, and here also one request has come, which or whatever data we had added, it has come over. It got submitted properly over here. This same thing can be used to configure, for to submit your form data to any third party. From by this, I am done with my form demo, and we can take the questions.
Okay, so I have one question. Suppose once
Yeah.
we created the form, we can't edit it, right? So we need to create a new form every time. Is it correct?
No, no. Once, for example, this is my form. I have created it. You don't have to create it anytime. I have something pending in this form. You can just go here and you can edit it.
After activation?
After activation also you can edit it. I will move the back and you can still edit the field. You can update the design. Here is the option. You can edit the form. This is the active
Oh,
form. You can
okay.
edit it, but it is just that it is public. The form is live now. It won't allow you to delete it.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Hi, I have a question. Uh, so can we have a multi-field validations here, like if two fields are dependent on each other, and how to handle that use case?
Two fields are dependent on each other. I got it. For example, there is a multi-field and you want to select something from here, and based on that, you want another field to get rendered, right?
Correct. Also, that has to be
Uh,
validated together in the sense.
yeah, see, so here we need to write some logic on our own to do that computation work. In that cases, the suggestion would be, because here uh, uh, any customization of the field I haven't explored on my own. So, I can create a field and it gets enabled, it gets added over here. But in your case, what you can go ahead with is you can create an XGS form itself where you can add your logic on your own.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, so Namita, I will go ahead and I will ask my questions. Actually, I have two questions. So the first question is from my side, like that. You know that when in our Sitecore world, we can enable the component for some specific time duration, right? So is it possible for us, to activate my form for some specific duration, right? Because let's take, I'm having the event and I wanted to activate that form widget for specific time duration. So is it possible to make that one to activate the form widget for some specific time duration, or if it is available, so how we can do that configuration?
I assume in XM Cloud form we have the publish setting. So on that
Okay. Okay.
publish setting, you can explore that. Let me go back to the my edited form.
Mhm, mhm.
To see, your expectation is after after a specific time period, you want to remove that form from the live, right?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah,
So
that way
yeah,
here it won't allow you somehow. You can
right.
either add some redirect on top. You will have to add some redirect on top of it.
Okay. Okay.
I did try exploring how you mean,
No, not a issue. Not a issue. Yeah,
and
that's fine. Yeah, and another question you were talking about that multi-step form, right? So let's assume that, I mean, we are now building a one kind of a use case for our customer. It's kind of a gamification use case, right? And when you were filling your form, so you were having that mobile number, right? So what happens like that? I mean, I have completed step one, and let's assume that my form is a three-step form. But then after step two, I got drop off. Is there any kind of a possibilities are available here to really track some important information, something like that, a mobile number or email address, and if I got a drop off in between, so immediately the customer support team should get that notification, right? This user was trying to complete this journey, but then in between he got drop off. So they can connect it back to that user with that email address or mobile number and really find it out what were the challenges and why he got drop off in between. Is that user required any kind of a help to complete that journey or something? I mean, if you have done that kind of exploration.
uh, sorry, but no, that path I haven't explored. And also, as you are saying that in the case that you are telling, in after each step we need to, save some data, so that in future the person has dropped off. So at least
Mm.
some analytics work can be done. But here in XM Cloud Forms, there is a limitation that, one webhook job per form to just track,
Mhm.
and for the on the submit action you can do. So that will limit over, I mean, the case that you are mentioning won't get handled in the XM Cloud form.
Okay, because
The,
in
the
our old.
inbuilt form that we are talking about, if we develop in Next.js, then we can handle it in our backend logic.
Okay, that's. I mean, yeah. I mean, in the old era,
There is
like I
some
mean.
limit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, not an issue. I mean, that's fine. Let's give the opportunity to other guys to ask the question. I will explore that. No, 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 that's not an issue. Yeah, thanks.
Also, I saw a query that how to move the form to another environment. So here you will get option. From here only you will get option to, move it to another environment. Chat. I can see that Basundhra has already answered most of the questions. Yeah,
Okay,
Tejas.
hi. Yeah, Namita. So for fields like drop down, so do you have options for options like for drop down options? Like, can we populate those options from external API or Sitecore content, or it is must be from static content? Like, what are the options for the drop down values in form?
For the drop down, I haven't explored on that. Sorry.
You got my question, no? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I got
example,
that.
yeah,
In the data source, can I add, any API
yeah,
that
yeah,
will render
correct.
that field? Yeah, I haven't. Sorry, I haven't explored that, Tejas.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Hi, Namita. I want to understand about the backend system. Like we have a Pega where we are storing the forms data. So where we can do settings, is there any inbuilt settings or configurations are available?
I didn't get what kind of settings you want to do.
Like if user is submitting the form, then we want to capture the data. So how it's happening in XM Cloud? Can you just give us some overview?
So in XM Cloud, whatever form data gets submitted, it goes through the webhook only. In the form settings, whatever webhook URL you have given, it just get all the data gets dumped to that webhook URL. Like just for the how the JSON data gets submitted, it will get submitted like this. Where the name that you had configured in the settings, it gets appeared over here and the value pair.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, like if we are using any database, example SQL, Pega or any, then also the data will be submitted like this in the JSON format, or we have the option to change it.
No. It will get submitted. You can if in for the submission to your SQL database, you must have written some backend code and you have make it available through some API. So that API URL you can add it over here based on the whatever authentication you want to apply, and it seem in that way you can submit the data to even SQL all any kind of database. But the middleware is this URL. You will have to provide some middleware URL to pass that data, which can process that JSON value and then it gets submitted to the SQL. Directly to any SQL, you won't be able to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So, hey Namita, Wajid this side. So my
Yeah, hi,
question
Vajit.
is yeah, how does conditional logic work in XM Cloud Forms? Like for example, if I want to hide or show some form fields using basic logic rules, so how can I do? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. So Vajid, based on any logic you want to, hide or show the form. So here, I like this is the kind of a, what you see, what you get kind of form where you are just trying to in XM Cloud form, trying to use the inbuilt field. So that the top of, I mean, based on logic you want to hide and show that is not feasible, but. In the form, give me 1 minute. Just, I mean, if you want to explore further in this path, for each and every field, there is an option to, hide it, hide the field. But I haven't explored any, if we can write any logic for that. But if you move this required validation, it does give you an option to keep this field hidden. And maybe there should be something which will, enable based on some logic.
Right, all right, yeah.